Long before Christmas trees filled living rooms, winter celebrations were built around much simpler things. Light, warmth, and something sweet to share. Candles were lit to push back the dark, not just for beauty, but because light itself was something to be cherished in the coldest months of the year. Spices like ginger, cinnamon, and clove were saved for special moments, meant to bring comfort and warmth when the days were the shortest. So as I reach for my mug of gingerbread tea, I can't help but think about the little things that help shape Christmas into what it is today. It looks different everywhere, but for me, the season always arrives slowly, through candlelight, warmth, and the familiar comforts that make this time of year feel like home. And that's where I like to begin. Well, good morning. Nothing like a good gingerbread tea to start the morning off. I'm really excited for this video. We are going to be decorating for Christmas and the holidays, and this year I tried to keep in mind that it gets really dark very quickly, so the idea of my video is to bring in as much cozy light as possible to enjoy the holidays and enjoy the season of darkness in our house. And one of my favorite things about the season is the traditions, the way people from all over the world welcome Christmas in their own special way, whether they celebrate Christmas or St. Nicholas's Day or Krampus or Hanukkah or any other type of holiday around this time. It's very fun to learn about all of the traditions and be able to create mine from a little bit of them. In Sweden, they build a straw goat to honor Thor, the god of thunder, a symbol of good harvest and protection throughout the winter. In Germany, St. Nicholas fills clean shoes with sweets on the night of December 5th, while in the Netherlands he sails by steamboat instead of sleigh. Over time, the legend of St. Nicholas traveled the world, blending with folklore of winter spirits like Krampus who punished the naughty and transformed into the jolly figure we now call Santa Claus. His red coat, his sleigh, and his reindeer all grew from centuries of stories told long before us. In Poland, families share wafers at dinner, wishing one another luck and love. In the Philippines, the sky fills with glowing lanterns, and in Rome, families still gather around the Christmas tree, a tradition that began centuries ago when a monk chose the evergreen as a sign of life in the coldest season. Here in America, we've added our own touches, hanging stockings by the fire, baking gingerbread men, stringing lights around a tree, and waiting for that quiet moment on Christmas Eve. Even the oranges that appear in so many homes have their own stories. Once given as a precious gift in the winter, their bright color symbolized the sun's return to the gold St. Nicholas was said to leave for families in need. A little reminder that generosity can shine even in the darkest days. From every story, every song, every tiny act of kindness, the heart of Christmas is the same, to bring light to the dark and warmth to the cold. And this year, I wanted my home to feel like a small reflection of that. My goal was simple, to fill it with as much warmth and light as I can, pulling from the beloved traditions from all over the world and giving them a place in our home. And so with all of that in mind, I think it's time that I begin my own tradition of decorating for Christmas. With this warm cup of gingerbread tea and the anticipation of what is in my Christmas boxes, I think it's time to start decorating, don't you?
I've never cared much for winter. Ice and snow leaves me totally cold. But something's up each year in December. I love it like a miner loves gold. It's never about the presents, the turkey or the Christmas tree. It's all about that glow in my baby's eyes that lights a fire inside of me.
These boxes only come out once a year, and somehow, every time, I forget exactly what's inside of them. So it's always a fun surprise getting to see what we've collected over the years. Each ornament, ribbon, and every small piece that's followed us through different seasons of life are quiet little reminders of where we've been, and how our home has grown with us along the way. So before anything gets decorated, I like to lay it all out just to see it again before each piece finds its place for the year.
That I wouldn't do. I give my babe whatever she wants. I catch a reindeer if she wants me to. My baby's got a thing for Santa. She blushes and she giggles whenever he's near. I grow myself a beard in time for Christmas. I keep it throughout the year. My baby's just crazy about Christmas. Listen to that kitten, the way she purrs. There's something in the air this time of the year. She's crazy about Christmas, and I'm crazy about her. Crazy about Christmas. I must admit it's starting to grow on me too. Baby's crazy about Christmas. She's crazy about Christmas. She's crazy this Christmas. She whispers in my ear, hey Santa, come here. Please make my wish come true.
Long before ornaments filled branches, evergreens were brought indoors across northern Europe as symbols of life. A reminder that even in the deepest part of winter, something green and living remained. Early Christmas trees were simple, branches lit with candles, decorated with fruit and fabric, or whatever could be made by hand. And ribbons weren't just added for decoration. They grew out of the older tradition of pieces of cloth tied onto branches as wishes or blessings, meant to carry hope into the coming year long before they became decorative. And while this tree didn't come from the forest, mostly because my allergies prefer a more modern interpretation, I still love bringing that same intention into it. Making the bows by hand, taking the time to tie each one, it feels like a small way of honoring where the tradition began.
Among all the gifts and all the Christmas cards, I think of you, don't forget. I ring a bell for those who have nothing, so lend a helping hand. And if you do, the very best you can. It won't be hard to understand, and that's how we know it's Christmas for every girl and boy. And you can be sure it's tears of joy. Happy Christmas to you. It's Christmas for every girl and boy, and you can be sure it's tears of joy. Happy Christmas, happy Christmas, happy Christmas, happy Christmas to you.
For centuries, homes were decorated with candlelight during the darkest months. When winter days were short, nights stretched long, and light was something carefully protected and treasured. Candles weren't just for beauty, but for warmth and comfort, a way to soften the long evenings and make the darkness feel less harsh. People gathered where the light was the strongest, sharing stories, quiet moments, and the simple comfort of being together. So I started there, bringing a soft glow to the corners of my home that needed it most, tucking little gnomes among the shelves to watch over our home, following the echoes of the old Scandinavian folklore, where the tomte, sometimes called Nessa, were said to quietly live alongside families and care for the home in unseen ways, as long as they were met with kindness. Around them, books and objects began to stack up like fragments of a story. Globes, magnifying glasses, tiny houses, little reminders of curiosity, wonder, and the joy of discovering something new. And for now, the frame stays empty. There's a piece still on its way, something made especially for this space. One more chapter waiting to be added.
I could cry salty tears. Where have I been all these years? little while, please tell me now, how long has this been going on? There were chills up my spine and some thrills I can't define. Listen, sweet, I repeat, how long has this been going on? Oh, I feel that I could melt into heaven. I'm hurled. I know how Columbus felt, finding another world. So kiss me once, then once more. What a dove.
Paper stars like these have long been part of the winter traditions in Northern Europe. Simple lanterns placed in the windows to bring light into the dark and let a little warmth spill outward. In the darkest months, a glowing window meant safety, a reminder that there was light, life, and comfort within. Over time, the star shape became a symbol of hope, a quiet promise that brighter days would return. And since my goal this year was to bring as much light into our home during the darkest season, they felt like the perfect addition to our windows. The entryway is where the season begins, a first glimpse of warmth before stepping inside. So I wanted it to feel welcoming, a place that hints at what's waiting inside: pine cones, candlelight, old books, simple winter symbols that have long been used to bring warmth and comfort indoors. And of course, the stockings, a tradition tied back to the stories of St. Nicholas.
Cute.
The tradition of bringing a tree indoors is much older than most people realize. Long before it became a Christmas symbol, evergreens were gathered across Northern Europe as a sign of life, proof that even in the coldest months, something green still endured. Early Christmas trees didn't always stand the way we know them now. In smaller homes, they were often hung from ceiling beams, sometimes even inverted, not as novelty, but as a practical way to save space and safely hold the candlelight. Lifted off the floor, the tree became a kind of winter lantern, casting light evenly throughout the room. The focus wasn't the tree itself, but the warmth and glow it brought to the people gathered beneath it. Modern lights came later, but the intention stayed the same, to make the longest nights feel a little bit brighter.
First try.
Is it in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it touches the ceiling. Obviously, so shocked.
It's the perfect perfect size for our house.
Jonas. Okay.
Sometimes the smallest trees have the most presents underneath. Welcome back to an episode of Do These Lights Still Work?
You have anything to say for yourself?
No, these do not work.
Every year.
Round 2.
Ooh.
1 for 2. 50% of the lights still work. There you go. Put that in the good pile.
Good pile.
Round 3. Can it take the lead? Okay. We are up to 66.6.
Oh, is that one?
Percent good. The last one. Oh, check that out.
All right.
We are 75% good.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Okay, is this much better? On a mission, always. Stockings, too, trace back to a much humbler beginning. Stories of St. Nicholas, a 4th century figure known for leaving small gifts behind for families in need. A real person remembered not for grand gestures, but for quiet, anonymous acts of generosity. Coins, fruit, and small offerings left behind without ever being seen. These simple gifts meant to help families through the harsh winter. And over time, those small gestures became traditions. And the nutcracker, often thought as a ballet character now, actually began as a symbol of protection in German folklore. Placed in homes to guard against misfortune, their fierce expressions were meant to deter unwanted spirits standing watch over the home. Over time, the nutcracker became part of the season itself, a familiar figure standing watch at Christmas time. Across centuries and cultures, the details change, trees shift, symbols change, and stories grow. But the heart of it stays the same, bringing light where there was darkness and warmth where there was cold. Long before oranges were strung across mantles or tucked into garlands, they were winter treasures. Carried north from warmer lands, their bright skins felt like pieces of sunlight, rare reminders of the warmth when the world outside had gone pale and cold. In Yule traditions, citrus became a symbol of the sun's return, a small promise that the days would grow longer again. And in the old stories of St. Nicholas, oranges carried another meaning. Their bright color resembled gold. Rare winter treasures, these small gifts left behind in the night meant to bring hope, care, and a little joy where it was needed most. Over time, those meanings blended together, sunlight and generosity, warmth and kindness, until oranges became woven into the season itself. Drawing them, stringing them, and hanging them throughout the house, it feels like carrying those old ideas forward, letting something bright linger through the winter, a way of keeping light close as the days grow short.
There is no place I'd rather be than right here next to you. And I truly love to talk about your lovers, old and new. You never spare me details as you confide in me. I smile and give advice, but cannot tell you how I feel. How easy it would be to fall for you, but that of course is something I won't do. 'Cause we've agreed between you and me, we're nothing more than friends. How silly it would be to put this friendship to an end. How crazy that would be, yet here I am, falling in love again.
Booknooks are a relatively new tradition, but the idea behind them isn't. For centuries, people have built small worlds to hold stories, miniatures, shadow boxes, dioramas, ways of bringing imagination into physical space. Booknooks grew from that same instinct. They began as a way to bring stories off the page, tiny worlds tucked in between books, meant to feel like you've stumbled into a story rather than simply read one. A quiet reminder that stories don't just live in books, they take shape in the spaces around us, changing a little each year until they become part of the home.
Everything broke. Everything broke. Everything's broken. Everything's broken. Where's the top of the dresser? Everything's broken.
Sad, 'cause
Why are you sad? You don't want to go through days worth of pain and suffering again?
it's only a few days. It's the only way the ladder goes back together. Okay, now push it. Somewhere between putting the pieces together and starting over, I'm reminded why I love these traditions in the first place. They're not about getting everything right. They're about taking the time to build something, even when it doesn't go exactly as planned. Things wobble, pieces break, and plans change. But somehow, it's in those moments that the laughter matters most, because it's what keeps us going. So when our little book nook fell apart, after a bit of disbelief and laughter, we simply began again, putting the pieces back together, slowly this time, adding the final details and letting the story take shape.